Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee, and this is my channel where I like to talk about all things knitting. Today is Sunday, November 3rd, and this is episode 63. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who is watching today, everyone who has liked or subscribed on my videos. It really does mean a lot. It puts my channel out there for other people to see, and it just helps us get all connected and make new friends. So let's get into what I have finished this week. So the first thing I finished, you have not even seen these as a work in progress. Last week on Tuesday, we woke up to a little sprinkling that looked like rain. When it hit the ground, it melted. And then as the day went on, it just didn't stop. It got colder. I think they were snowflakes, but the ground just wasn't cold enough yet, and so it was melting as soon as it hit the ground. But about 9:30, 10 o'clock, it started leaving white stuff on the ground, and it just kept on snowing and kept on snowing. After school, I went out to my car and it was covered in snow. I'll put a picture up here of what it looked like after I kind of cleaned some of it off. There was a bunch of snow on top of my car, and it just kept snowing all day Tuesday. So last time we talked, I wanted to start a pair of mittens or fingerless mitts or something. And because I had never done them before, I think I was a little worried about the thumb, but I cast on a pair of World's Simplest Mittens by Tin Can Knits, and I finished them. So I think it took me about 3 days to make these. It's got my hair all over it, but you cast on, this is a DK weight, so I cast on using a German twisted cast on. It has you do a 1x1 rib. I think it's an even number, but not even enough to do 2x2. I want to find another pattern. This was so easy. So you knit for a certain number of inches, you knit so many rows, then you start your thumb gusset, then you knit all the way up, you put your thumb stitches on hold, and then you finish up to the top. Then you do decreases, and you decrease down to, I don't remember how many up here. And then you do like you go all the way around through all of the live stitches and cinch it tight. And so it's like a circle, just like a little hole in there. I think next time I want to try the Kitchener stitch on that, just because I've got it memorized and it's easy for me. And then you come back and you pick up the thumb and you knit the thumb, and then you also do that same closure. I think I would really like to try Kitchener stitch on that. And then you have your needle on the outside and you got to get it on the inside, and then you got to this is really super teeny tiny, and you got to do it inside out so you can weave in your ends. But I think these are going to be nice and warm to wear at recess or to go out in the mornings when my steering wheel is still cold. I think it'll keep my fingers nice and toasty. That way I have some gloves, and I buy gloves that say they're good for cold weather, but then my fingertips still get cold. Like they still feel really, really cold when I'm out at recess duty or bus loop. So I want to make a couple more pairs of these. I started these on Tuesday, October 29th, and I finished them Thursday, October 31st, I think. Let me see. Let me grab my handy dandy Google Keep. Maybe I finished them November 1st. Yep, I finished these November 1st, so I finished these on Friday. I started them on Tuesday and finished them on Friday. So those will go in my little bucket downstairs with all my gloves. And that was everything I finished this week. I do have a half finished object. These are my Felicini socks that I'm making as a gift. This is the Ambrosia salad color. I did 64 stitches, 2x2 ribbing for the cuff. I did 70 rounds for the leg, slip stitch heel flap, and I was right here last time, so I finished off the toe, and I have started the cuff on the next one. So this is the Ambrosia salad. It's the Knit Picks Felicini. And hopefully I can get this finished by next weekend so I can show it on here and then gift it to the recipient. Then the next thing I worked on just a little bit. I did work on this while I was editing, and I worked on it, let's see, I did 30 minutes of knitting Friday morning. We did not have school the day after Halloween. With our modified schedule, we get lots of the days that have to do with like big sporting events like conference or regionals or state. We usually get those Fridays, and so we had Friday off, and I worked on my gift Musselburgh hat. So I was right here last time. Done just a little bit. Hopefully this gets finished pretty soon. I want to have it done for a Christmas gift. So I'm using Zen Yarn Garden, and this is the color Tiger Eye. And that is living in my tea cake make bag. And then I was looking on Instagram, and Edible Thoughts Makes had done a whole video on fingerless mitts, and yesterday I was looking and I purchased the Everything November mitts, and then they have the Everything November Marl, and I purchased that also. The Marl is like a DK weight, And then the Everything November mitts are a fingering weight. And I cast this on yesterday. I did 2 strands, so I'm pulling from the inside and the outside of this cake. This is a Kimbers Cozy Creations unicorn something. I made a pair of socks out of this 3 summers ago. And some unit eye dye mohair that I used in my love note last year. I think it was last February, the beginning of this year. Yeah, so it was last school year, the beginning of this year. And I cast these on and finished one whole glove yesterday. And I am still working on the cuff. I think I am ready to start the thumb gusset on this one. So, I think so. I haven't started it yet. So I've got my 3 strands. And I'm being very careful not to drop any. I really love how that is working up together. These are going to be so nice. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep this set, if I'm going to give it as a Christmas gift. But with the mohair and the fluff, it's just so soft. I think I might even modify this to go up to my fingers and then decrease and put on like a top on it, my next set. So my row 1 minis might come in handy for a few scrappy mitts. And this is in, I don't know if this one has a tag. I'll have to look on Etsy and see where I got this one. It's got the cute little snowman. It's got a little removable handle, and it's got a cute little flying witch. So that's all the small things I worked on. And then I did want to share the progress I got on my mom's blanket. Because we did not have school on Friday, I really got a lot done on this. I'm trying to finish. I laid it out on my bed, and it looks like I've only got 1 or 2, maybe 3 cakes left to make it long enough to fit on a bed. And so I was right down here last time, and I did that much. Let's count how many repeats I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 repeats this week. And almost a full cake. So I think I'm going to do this one next. It's got like a brown on the outside, and then my mom really likes these colors. So I gotta make sure and get this one in. And then I have this one and this one that I want to get in there. So I think if I put these 3 next, it will be big enough to put on her bed. I'll stand up maybe so we can see. It is, I think it's taller than me. Yes, it is taller than me. My head's at about the reddish color between the purple and the green. So we have, this was in there twice. I thought I was going to have to do this one and then a ball and then that again and then this again, but I don't think I'll need to. And this is such an easy pattern that I think I want to do a scrappy version with some leftovers, or maybe even one of my advent calendars this year. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty sure I'll do another blanket. This is the Feather and Fan blanket by Yarnsparations. I went to their website and I found it about 3, maybe 4 years ago, and it is no longer available. So I have a screenshot. It was a free pattern. I have a screenshot on my Ravelry project page that has the pattern. One modification that I did from the pattern is on the yarn overs. On the way back, I knit through the back loop so the holes between are not as big. So it twisted the stitch and made the holes just a little bit smaller. So I am excited to have this done. I need to have it done in about a month and a half. I'm hoping to get it finished. I'm really pushing to get this one finished, so this is what I'm going to be working on. If I can tear myself away from the mittens. Those are such a fast, gratifying make. The last thing I wanted to share with you or show you is the Cozy Memories blanket that I've been working on. This is just in a bag that my aunt made me a while ago. Let me pull it out for you. Last time I showed it, where was I? I had just put in this white, and then I did, these socks were for one of my cousins. This one was for my other cousin. This was my Felici sock. I can't remember which month that was. Then I did my Yarn Dragon sock set, my August Felici socks, my Happy Mermaid Yarn Co., something about camping set, Happy Camper set. Then, oh, these 3 were the Happy Camper set. Then I did, this one was the Bamboo Pop shorty sock that I did this summer. And it's getting pretty big. And I need to put in some more of my scraps that I have finished. I have this big, this one's coming undone. this big bin that I'm putting all my scraps in. And I just have a snap bag that I have. I tried a couple different, where are my other, I lost my, I have some wooden bamboo needles that I was using, that I started with those, and then some of the yarn I thought it wasn't, the gauge was too loose, so I bought some Knitter's Pride in a smaller size, and I used those, but I don't really like the size of how long these ones are. From tip to end, I wasn't really, it's too long to hold on my lap without hitting something or getting tangled. And so I also did a size 3. Those were a size 2, and I did a size 3 in the metal, and I decided I like the wooden ones when I'm doing scrappy projects, small scrappy projects. I don't know. I like metal when I'm doing bigger blankets on bigger cords. I like the Teague interchangeable set that I have. So I wonder where I put those. I'm not sure where I put those. I'll have to find them so I can keep working on that. And I want to work on this so I can get my Felici scraps into my Felici jelly roll blanket. I want to work on that. I want to work on all the blankets. I want to work on all the projects. I want to push to get all of my long-term blankets. I want to get them back to me working on them in a rotation, or like if they're scrappy blankets, get caught up with the scraps that I have. I don't know. I want all the cozy. So we'll see how much I get done on some of this stuff. I didn't get anything in the mail this week. I think the tracking on my row 1 and my Yarnables say they will be here tomorrow. So I'll go pick those up from the mailbox after I get out of school. I think that is it. I'm gonna fold this and put it away. I will insert some pictures of how much snow we still have on the ground. Tuesday, I said it snowed all day. Wednesday, the snow was still on the ground. Thursday, we still had snow. Everywhere that it had been plowed was clear and dry, but everything like on the grass and in the fields, it was still on the ground, still a lot of snow. And then it snowed again this morning, just a little bit though, not a lot. And the temperature has fallen, and so we still have snow all over. It usually melts by now, so I guess maybe it will be a lot of snow this year, or maybe we'll get this much and not any for a while, and then some more in January. I'm not sure. So that's how the weather goes. One of my first graders asked me on Tuesday, when is it going to stop snowing? When is it going to stop snowing? And I was like, I don't know, buddy. I really don't know. I'm not in charge of the weather. I don't know when it's going to stop snowing. It'll stop when it stops. Well, how come you don't know? Well, because I just teach first grade. I don't know. So, I guess I will leave you here and see you in a week. Until then.